Oh no. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 178 of the world's longest tenured Denver Nuggets spin-off podcast. Welcome to the DNVR Nuggets' Serbian Corner. My name is Miroslav, and before we begin, please take a moment to like the video on YouTube, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the DNVR Sports YouTube channel and the DNVR Nuggets podcast channel. The audio version is ideal for your commute or to make your office or home office time more bearable. If you want to support the show more directly, you can become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/MiroslavCuk, just like my Seco tier supporters Peter Plummer, Daniel Lynch, and Brian Johnson. Patreon supporters can enjoy the ad-free audio version of this show. They can also submit ideas for guests and topics and appear on the show during the summer. The week behind us started at the Ball Arena, where the tired Cleveland Cavaliers were ending their long Western Conference road trip. The Nuggets used that fact to keep a small lead practically for the whole game, but when the game came to clutch, they needed to be absolutely perfect on offense since they made 0 stops when it counted. It was very frustrating watching them like matadors versus Cavaliers riding Mad Bulls. The absence of Aaron Gordon, Peyton Watson, and Spencer Jones was so loud on defense that it was asking for more than 117 points scored. 7 Nuggets in double figures, including the best games of this season for Julian Strother and Christian Brown, a triple dozen from Joker, albeit with 7 turnovers of very loud variety, and a double-double from Jamal Murray just weren't sufficient. Thank God we are only 1 game away from the All-Star break, was the only thought that was giving me some hope after the 4th loss in 5 games. 2 nights later, the lousy Grizzlies came to town. The team that is purposely bad after trading away everybody but Ja Morant was without said Morant, but also their only real big guys, Edey, Aldama, and Clark, plus their most exciting player this season, Cedric Coward, and I can assure you he is no coward. The Grizzlies' roster problems were so bad that they had to play Dwight Schrute's cousin Mose for good 17 minutes at the 5. I believe he goes by the name Lawson Lowering nowadays. Anyway, the Nuggets managed to play a close game against this team. Memphis didn't have anybody taller than 6'8" outside of the mentioned cousin Mose, but Nikola Jokić wasn't interested in scoring 50 points, so he recorded a very casual and effortless 26, 15, and 11, while emphasizing the effortness by dishing 9 turnovers in his 34 minutes on the court. Jamal Murray and Tim Hardaway Jr. followed him in scoring, while Julian, Jonas, and both Browns needed to score 2 just to barely win against the team that already has tickets for the late April Cancun booked. It was annoying, but at least the Nuggets sailed away into the All-Star break with a win under their belt. Okay, that was a short intro because, we are on the break. It's time to call in some reinforcements. First, the audio and video producer. You all know him best for being the former super producer of the All-NBA podcast with Adam Mares and Tim Legler. You also know him from Twitter, where he is known as the Denver Tugget. From Denver, Colorado, weighing an undisclosed number of pounds, it's James.
Oh, what's up, man? How we doing? Thanks for having me.
Very good, very good. I actually really enjoy this NBA break that is compounded by the long weekend in Serbia. This is actually just the second of 4 days of weekend of this time around. So I'm really enjoyed. I spent the whole day with my family in Belgrade today, and now I'm finally tired enough to have to sit on my chair and just podcast for an hour, because that seems like work, but it isn't really.
I can relate more than you think, man. We have tomorrow off. I don't know if everyone does, but we've got tomorrow off, and I've been with my family all weekend. So after this, I'm heading to the casino. I've put in my hours. Yeah.
Okay, say hello to Jamal Murray while you're there. Oh, sorry, that wasn't called for at all. Okay, next from Littleton, Colorado, a teacher, a writer, a podcaster, and the inventor of the Denver Nuggets haiku, the only real host of the Dig, it's Nick Hertzog. If I can let him in. Yeah, here he is.
What's up, guys?
Yo.
Miroslav, next time you want to have me on, you're going to have to hit up my AI assistant bot from now on. He's going to be taking over, and one of these days it's just going to be him probably on the pod. You'll never know.
Will I ever be able to notice difference?
No.
Because you've been pretty generic recently.
Well, he might have a smart take, and if that happens, you'll know something's up.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
And last but not least, a comedian, an actor, a producer, and a director. The only Academy Award he hasn't been eligible so far is the actress in the leading role, but that is not something that can't change. Within walking distance to the Ball Arena downtown Denver, it's Andy Juett, if I can let him in. Here we are.
Hello, everybody. Coming to you live from Aurora at International Man Chambers in Mississippi. There's a new Murphy Express that just opened in the parking lot. So gas up, head over, and I'll see you at Nikola Play next door after we get our suits fitted together.
Yeah, what Andy just said. I have no idea what you're talking about, but yeah.
I'm just maxing out on Aurora references at that intersection.
Oh nice.
I'm sure everyone is loving it.
Well,
I assume you're at one of those K&Gs over there.
They're a direct competitor, and let me tell you, we're taking market share. The pie is coming this way.
Andy, how are you feeling during this time of absence from basketball?
I like it. I like the absence. I like to dial it down a hair for a second, and that before you get back into the irrational and almost unhealthy amount of basketball intake the rest of the year. I'm enjoying it. I like the breath of fresh air, and it actually feels, I know we're going to get into it, but it feels really nice having Jamal and Jokic there. So it just feels like relaxed, you know? They gave us our props. For years, we just always sort of, when are they going to respect us? We got a 3-point contest. We got players. Life's good right now.
And I've heard it's pretty warm in Denver right now, 70 degrees, something like that.
I just took a walk in a T-shirt. It's 60 degrees.
I'm so jealous, man.
We had about 1 week of winter, and now we're pretty much firmly into spring, it looks like.
We have horrible rain today, which is not something I'm used to mid February, but it is what it is. It's been snowing actually tonight because it is night behind me. You have to trust me because I'm calling from the future. Okay, here's the thing. We are, as I mentioned, we are on a break just like Ross and Rachel used to, if you remember that. So are we actually watching the All-Star game tonight? James, what is your plan for tonight's All-Star game time slot?
I love watching the All-Star game. I'll definitely be watching it, assuming it doesn't start at 11 a.m. Or some god-awful time like the rest of the stuff did yesterday. Yeah, that's part of the reason I want to go play poker, so I can sit there and watch the All-Star game. I love the All-Star game. I'm like the opposite of all of these haters.
Nick?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the time stuff yesterday. I was going to check in on when the 3-point contest was, and by the time I thought to check in on it, it was already over. And I was like, what? totally missed Murray, although it sounds like I didn't miss a whole lot. Yeah, so we have Olympics going on right now, Winter Olympics is so good. I really love Winter Olympics. And
what's your favorite event?
Short track speed skating.
Oh, that was today.
I'm obsessed with all of it. Yeah.
That was today.
Yeah. But so yeah, I'm kind of torn. You know, we kind of have one main like TV in our house, so I'll probably have it on my phone, to be honest, while we're watching the Olympics. I probably need to kind of keep an eye on it just to see if Murray or Jokic do anything interesting, since I do kind of follow the Nuggets, but or cover the Nuggets, I should say. But yeah, I mean, I'm not like big on the All-Star game in general, I guess. But I usually always watch it. I don't know. it's fine. And every once in a while I actually have a good time watching it. When I don't, it's just kind of fun. I don't know. It's just kind of fun to see the spectacle of it, I guess.
Joker's effort level at the All-Star game is miniature, and if you watch it on the phone, it's going to be even smaller than that. I'm not sure that's good tactics to go with. Andy, what are your plans for tonight?
I'm going to get
or
off
today.
this.
I have no idea what the time is.
Yeah. I'm right after this pod, man. I'm going to have to jump. A lot of times after this pod, we do small talk. We catch up because it's a nice time to see each other, and we chat after the pod is over. Today, no. We got to be there for when Tesh plays Round Ball Rock live. Okay. The NBA is back on NBC. Tesh is back. The vibes are good. I'm with James in terms of I like the All-Star game. I'm with everyone else on the hater side in the sense that it would be really cool if they did anything ever to make it better, ever. Yes, I know that no one wants to get hurt and whatever. There's lots of cool activities. I always was excited. And I remember being a kid watching the dunk contest and being mesmerized and being excited to watch Craig Hodges and Larry Bird shoot threes. But I have mixed feelings because I always it's a rug getting pulled out from under you because you're all hyped like this is going to be dope. Maybe the world and the US will make it competitive. And we just know that it's just going to be 60-foot threes and Geico commercials.
Sorry.
Let me jump in. Can I tell you guys, I can fix the All-Star game with 2 rules. Okay. And I'm excited that I get to talk about this. There's 2 rules. Number 1, the winning team, I want to go back to 2 teams. I want to go back to East-West. I don't think it's unreasonable. But each team sponsors 10 kids, and they sit courtside. And instead of paying the players, each one of those 10 kids it's $1 million. So $1 million for one of those 10 kids, $1 million for the other. So $100,000 apiece. And they're courtside and they're yelling. And so that's the first part, because who the hell wants to disappoint 10 kids? You know what I'm saying? And you can imagine the cameras are going back to them. We're seeing their faces. We're seeing how ideally they're underprivileged kids too, I would hope. So it means more. I'd like to see a diverse crowd of kids. I think that's all great. And then second, 3-pointers are worth 1 point and dunks are worth 3 points. It will be the most entertaining game of the year. And
that's a good rule.
I don't think you can make the stakes anything for the actual players where they're going to give an F, except for disappointing children that they have to face right in front of them on the sidelines. I think it fixes everything.
And also the stakes would be even higher if that $1 million would come from the other 10 kids. Like they have to give it away.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. We need an additional
maybe
rule
I'm
here.
pushing too hard.
The 10 on the other side go to an ice camp if they don't win.
But we will workshop it. Okay, guys, I'm guessing you've all watched at least the highlights from last night's 3-point contest where our Jamal Murray was a part of. I actually wouldn't watch it at all if it wasn't as early as it was. It was actually a pretty cool time slot for me.
I like that it's not late.
Yeah, and I had no idea when it was on, but our guy Andy Bailey is live in LA, so he was live tweeting and I might need to check this out. And I was literally right on time for the first shootout. And I was disappointed not by Jamal not winning, but by Devin Booker being better than him. That's like the worst thing that could have happened to me. And by the way, Nick Hertzog, a couple of days ago, we recorded the Dig. He predicted Devin Booker to win it all. Yeah, he didn't win it, but he was, you did. You didn't really listen to the show.
Maybe that was AI me.
Yeah, it's possible. So Dame Lillard won it, which makes sense because what is he gonna do other than shoot threes while he's rehabbing? So it actually makes sense for him to win. I'm happy for Dame, and hopefully we'll be able to see him on the real court. Are there any other takeaways from the 3-point shootout? Let's start with Nick this time around.
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't watch it, to be honest.
You didn't watch it. Okay,
yeah.
Andy.
By the time I found out, it was too late.
No, I think it's one of the best traditions. I think the big crown jewels of the All-Star weekend are the dunk contest, the 3-point contest, and the game. I really think I don't really get it. I just want to say about the 3-point contest, like, I'm fine that Dame did it. It's a shooting contest. Who cares? Like, literally, who cares? Put on a show for the children and for people to watch these sort of like crazy matchups shooting threes. I just really wish, like, there's a huge opportunity, and I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but like the ancillary things that aren't 3-point and the dunk contest and so forth, they're all terrible. Okay. And the future stars, the sophomores and all that, that's all great. That's like getting closer to where we want to go. And the rest of it is like, when we were growing up, sorry, everybody watching that's not born in that's born this millennia.
There's nobody that young watching.
Rock and Jock.
Why would they?
Cortez was the greatest thing that ever happened. Okay. And you're running out like Matt Ishbia being an owner. Great. Good call. Relevant. Okay. Let's see the guy. Let's see if he can play. He's a billionaire. Can he play? Great. A little bit of something. The rest of it, trash. Like, give us Pamela Anderson or whatever the equivalent is now. Put Sydney Sweeney in it. I don't care. I do not need to see a YouTube influencer that nobody knows except who their like subscription people are. I just don't need any of it. Give us Jacob Elordi dunking on, Kate Winslet's daughter if she's an actor. She's not. I'm just saying, just give us something. Just stop blocking us from something cool by filling it up and putting a Ruffles sponsorship on it. Ruffles wants more too.
Yeah, we don't know why they're doing it, but at least
why Ruffles? Why do they only get that game?
At least you going from Pamela Anderson to Sydney Sweeney. At least we know you have a type. James, any thoughts on the 3-point contest?
I had three thoughts. One, I thought it was kind of cool to see Dame back in a Blazers jersey. Like I should be used to that. That shouldn't be a big deal, but it looks kind of cool seeing him back out there. Number two, I don't understand why I have such an unprecedented hatred for Devin Booker, but I do. He's not a real rival. You know what I mean? Maybe there was a year, maybe
objectively
two.
Not a bad guy. So yeah.
He seems like a good dude. Yeah. I even like the way the guy dresses. Like, but I really don't like him.
Beanies, really?
Yeah.
I've come around. He was like Drake for me. Like, I hated Drake for a long time, and then I was like, 15 years in, Drake's got some good songs, and then I was like, I hate Drake again. So Devin Booker I didn't like at all. Then I was like, he's from Michigan. He's like a decent person. He's like, seems all right. I'm not back to hating him yet. He's earned respect because he's sort of played in a crummy, really changing environment that hasn't helped him a lot.
True. Mm-hmm. Also, he's not a number one. He's not a winning number one. And he's
like a 2.
Yeah. And then my third thing was, I don't know if you saw any, I didn't see the whole thing, but the highlights from the one-on-one from it's not the WNBA, it was the other one, right? The one-on-one tournament they had. Like, that is what the NBA needs. It won't work because everyone's too scared to play, but that is it. That's what should be on All-Star Weekend, is a one-on-one tournament. And watching those women go at it, it was really good, and it got really intense. It was really fun to watch.
Okay, let's take a short break now, and after that, we're going to talk about only one more thing about the All-Star, and then we'll move to some real basketball talk. So don't go anywhere. Okay, we are back. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out, and Luka will play only for a couple of minutes, or as I call it, he will pull a LeBron in an hour. Actually, we have a confirmation. In 40 minutes, the All-Star game starts, so we'll try to keep this show to a tight hour. We can't miss
Tesh.
So we I mean, I want to be there for the beginning just to see which YouTube influencer will start it.
If you're gonna have a YouTube influencer, have Miro. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Great point.
I'm literally here. Okay, so that means that only Jamal Murray and Norman Powell are the guards on Team World, or whatever Adam Silver is calling them. Danny Avdija is the only other guy who is not a big. All the other guys are bigs. Do we expect a huge game from Jamal? And when I say game, I mean 2 quarters and possibly a third, depending on how the first 2 go. I don't know if you realize how stupid the game format is going to be.
I don't.
Wait, what's the format?
So the format is there are going to be 2 teams playing against each other for 1 quarter. And then the second quarter will be the other 2 teams, like Team 1 and Team 3. And then the third quarter will be Team 2 and Team 3. And the fourth quarter will be between the 2 teams who were the best out of the first 3 quarters. Something silly like that. So it's gonna be really weird, and it's gonna be really annoying to watch. But it is what it is.
No,
like,
I hate it.
Do we expect Jamal? So he could theoretically play 36 minutes. Let's cut it to 24. Do we expect big numbers from Jamal, considering there's nobody else to handle the ball, outside of Joker and I guess Wemby? James.
I think it's possible. I think it's going to be a little bit like he normally plays. If there's a reason for him to be shooting, I think that goes well. If they're down or if they need the buckets or if no one else wants to. I think he's, I've said it a bunch of times, I think he's one of the sauciest players that doesn't get the recognition for how saucy he is. And honestly, the All-Star game is like a good place for him to show that off a bit. So I could see it happening. In the same vein, I don't think it's out of the question that all of a sudden he just decides to take it easy and not go very hard. He's had a long season. He's played a bunch. So if I were a betting man, though, I think he's going off for a few. I think he's a 20+ point today.
Oh my God!
Ooh.
It doesn't take much. He gets on one of his little flurries.
I kind of think he's gonna bring it today. I think he wants to make a statement that he's belonged here for a while, probably, and I think the fact that he's gonna be on the same team with Jokic, right? Now I'm not sure because of this weird team thing you're talking about. Okay. Yeah. So if they play together, I mean, why aren't they just gonna cook everybody in 2-man game? Like,
wouldn't that be beautiful?
I mean, yeah, they can run it
with a Serbian coach on the bench.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's going to be really interesting because somebody needs to make a documentary about it, because you have Jokic and Luka playing for Team World, and then you have Darko Rajakovic, who is their head coach, and there's another guy who's going to be the assistant, who is also Serbian, who plays, who is the assistant on the Toronto Raptors coaching team. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Then Danny Avdija is as well there. His father is from Serbia.
You stick Luka in the corner.
It's gonna be an interesting little Serbian reunion over there. But yeah, I don't know what to expect. I don't even remember if the fourth quarter has an Elam ending, because I'm like 50% sure it does, which means I'm absolutely not sure if it does or it doesn't. So, Andy, did I just spoil?
It's so funny how this is the least researched show of all time.
Yeah, this is how much I care about it.
Did anyone watch it? Nick's like, no, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it either. I saw Jace Richardson fall on his head. I love Jace Richardson, by the way. Yeah. What was the question again?
Did I just ruin the All-Star game for you by just making fun of its format? Or
it was funny. You're right. It's the I have no idea. Like the 3-team thing I did see, but like you said, I don't know if it's timed, if it's not. I think it's not. I just, here's the problem. Here's what I don't want for this, and it's getting close, okay? I know that are the international audience, so I'm sorry, guys, to bore you if this is stupid for a second, but the NFL in America is very like big and whatever, whether you like it or not, it's big objectively. And their all-star game is the Pro Bowl. And it's probably the worst 10 hours of television on a Tuesday you'll ever see. Oh my God. It's like, this year we're doing highlight. Everybody grab a scoop and throw it in a net. It's like, it's just become a clown show. Okay? And I just don't want it to be a clown show. And back to the Jamal point, my take is that he'll hopefully probably be competitive. He might not be, because literally the vibe is that now the last 20 years in particular, they don't care at all. Like there's not even like, yeah, I'm gonna dunk on this guy. It's just a jack fest. And so if you want to just see people jack, it's like there's a different genre of entertainment.
Exactly.
I want to see, like, Jamal would have been better first of all, in another era that's more physical, number one. But in that era also, he would have been better in the All-Star game, because I think, like, those guys, at least for handfuls of those parts of those games, you would watch because they would kind of go at it in a slightly more competitive, more hateful way. And there's no hate in this. This is, we're all going to eat a $9,000 dinner after this together. There's just no real. I think Jamal would be a more shoe-in to be competitive in 1999.
Yeah, unless he brings the spice tonight, maybe. I don't know.
I'd love it. I would love it too. Celebration of Jamal.
The reason I do think he has a shot at this way more than Jokic. I don't think Jokic is ever scoring more than, I don't know what his total. He's probably never scored more than 10 points in an All-Star game.
For sure.
I think Murray has the potential to, though, because he's a really good one-on-one player, and he really likes to cook guys in one-on-one. I think in a way that lends itself pretty well to this kind of format.
Yeah, and the last thing I wanted to mention about the All-Star game is I've seen the roster of the team called Stars, because there's a Stars and there's a Stripes and then there's the World team. The Stars is the young American guys, and it's like Cade and 7 role players. It's pretty pathetic. It's and that means that probably they will win, because they will maybe try more than the other guys.
It does feel like they'll win.
Okay, let's now move to what we have learned from this season from Denver Nuggets. So, Andy, let's start with you. What is the number one thing we have learned about the Nuggets since the start of this season?
I think the most glaring number one thing that we've learned is that all of a sudden you can have 2 to 5 injuries at any time and still be competitive. So that's just the most clear, glaring, very little observation you'd have to make to go, oh, they're just so deep. It's great. I also think within that context, and we'll talk more about this because I know you had some other topics you wanted to discuss related to this, is when we are at our best, even pre-championship, I'd say the 5 or 6 seasons before that, one thing that the Nuggets did really well together, regardless of depth of roster, was close games. And it's February 15th. So let's talk about this in April and May. But my main concern is, with that depth, do they have enough continuity with Watson and Gordon and all these people that are going to be out right till the end of the regular season? Are they going to be able to, like, flip the switch and be able to close games like was automatic for like 7 years maybe? And now the last 3 or so years, it's like they're still really good, obviously. Like, that the culture of that, like, the Nuggets have always been, as we've watched them for the last 10, 11 years, play with their food type team. They get bored in the middle of the season and they just can't keep their attention. And that's all fine. The only part of the game that you kind of can't do that with is closing games. And I almost feel like there's a 7% less focus at the end of the game sometimes, where I'm like, you guys, there's 90 seconds and you're down 11 and you're walking the ball up the court. Like, can we get going, please? I just like to see the urgency and the sure-handedness within that depth. And I don't know, hopefully we'll be able to gel, when those guys come back from their injuries.
Yeah, the clutch has been really frustrating this season. Harrison Wind gave us the stat that they're 29th worst defense in clutch this season, which is just abysmal. They're also like 15th best offense in clutch, which is also so far off from what we are used to in the previous season. So, but I agree with you. I think we should get a lot more urgency going forward, or at least in the playoffs, because we kind of believe in this core. But you know what? Maybe it's because Aaron Gordon missed all of that time. Maybe he is a secret ingredient why they haven't been good in clutch and on defense in general. James, what is your main takeaway from this season? What is the biggest thing you've learned so far?
You teed me up for this one. This is perfect. I think it's that the power forward position is way more important than we realized. And I say power forward, not just Aaron Gordon, because when Gordon went down, Spencer Jones actually kind of slid in there. Whatever position you want to say he's playing, he's essentially playing a power forward. And when we really started to hurt is when he went down as well. I think it is a vitally important part to the offense and, of course, the defense, but more on the offensive side of the ball, because I do think we have players that can play the dunker spot if that's all we're asking. I tweeted this a while ago, but Bruce Brown can play the dunker spot well. You know, we have several players that can do it beyond AG and Spencer's not even one of the best ones, but Peyton obviously can as well. But I really do think that's one of the biggest difference makers. And I think when those two have been out, that's when we've looked our worst. And so I think, one, it makes the Zeke Naji contract and the fact that he's been kind of sort of like sitting there as a power forward for so many years now without us upgrading. I think that's a really important thing and something that the team should look at moving forward.
Yeah, it's interesting. I had the same notion. I think there's other things we've learned this season. We've learned that Jamal Murray can be an all-star, all-pro level player through a regular season. That's been a big thing we've learned.
Stop the football references.
Sorry. All-pro is what I said. All-NBA. You know what I mean. And we've learned that Peyton Watson is a lot better, I think, than we probably thought, or at least has a higher ceiling than maybe at least I thought. I didn't see him being like a mini Paul George, you know, potentially here. So that's been a big revelation. And yeah, we've learned about the depth, which we knew we were going to be deeper than last year, but now we know the extent of that depth, that we really do have, 10 guys we can trust, pretty well at this point, I think. AG is vital to winning a championship. That's my number one takeaway. And now in hindsight, looking back at last year, I'm thinking if we have healthy AG in Game 7, I kind of feel like we win that game. They were looking pretty good in the first quarter. I think they even had a lead or something early, didn't they? In that first quarter, before AG went out, and it was just too much. I mean, that was already on top of all the other injuries and the lack of depth. And to still take that team to 7 last year, I think. Yeah, he just makes such a difference for one thing on defense, and then I think it ends up having this ripple effect on offense, because it's just Jokic is having to exert himself so much more on defense when he doesn't have AG covering for him, and the kind of scheme that they're able to play with AG's versatility. And Watson can do that to some extent, but there's something about the mass size of human AG is, just the sort of physically dominant presence that he is. When he's really working, I think he's just like the linchpin now. I kind of feel like almost our whole playoff run chances are kind of going to hinge on his hamstring.
Okay, let's take another short break, and after that, I want to put a bow on this segment. So don't go anywhere. You guys nailed it. So we've learned about their depth. We've learned about their problems in the clutch. We've learned how important the power forward position is, including Spencer Jones, who's been really good while starting in 34 games or whatever he did this season. We also learned about Jamal Murray being a real all-star player for the first time in his career. The last thing I want to mention here is we've learned that Peyton Watson can be the top 5 guy on this Nuggets team, which is not something I had on my bingo card at all prior to this season. So that's a big revelation too. But I want to go back to James's takeaway about Peyton Watson being a really solid guy at the power forward, or whatever you want to call it, a forward guy, when Aaron Gordon went back. The Nuggets have not been playing him after he returned from the concussion because they're still penny pinching. I've already accused them of that. Now we've learned that there's negotiation between his representation and the Nuggets. The Nuggets could theoretically offer him up to a full MLE contract, and if I'm not mistaken, that would hard cap them at the first apron. Not the first apron. Beyond, it wouldn't hard cap them. Actually, it would be still under the first apron. Forget what I just said. But they could offer him $8 million. If it would need it be. I don't think that his representation is asking for $8 million, but I am guessing that maybe they want to give him a shorter contract. I mean, the Spencer's side, so he could possibly sign a more lucrative contract this summer. How would you guys resolve this stalemate we have right now? Nick, what would you do to just give us Peyton back as soon as the team comes back from the All-Star break?
Yeah, I mean,
you said Peyton. You mean Spencer, right?
Spencer, yeah.
Spencer.
Spencer. They need to get him signed. I don't know what the hold up here is really. I don't know what the guy, what else he needs to do. You can sign him and stay under, like you said, under the first apron. So we're not even dealing with that issue. Yeah. Well, I think even stay under the luxury tax, right? Because right now they're under.
If it's a minimum, it's gonna be under.
And that's probably
the
what they're
luxury
trying to.
tax.
Yeah, that's probably what they're trying to get, and he's probably just trying to get more. So maybe it's gonna come down to years too. Like maybe. I don't know if that would be the sticking point here. Like if he wants a 3-year deal.
Yeah, but my point is, would you give him more money on 1 year or try to give him like a teensy bit less, but on like 2 years?
I would give him a longer
option or anything.
I think I would give him a longer contract at cheaper, because if you give him 1 year, it doesn't really help your situation next year. If you give him more money this year and they go into the luxury tax, now they're in the repeater tax thing that they're presumably trying to avoid for next year also, and that requires them to be under next year too. So like basically if you sign him to a bigger deal this year, you're already kind of undermining what I thought was the plan. And if that's not the plan, then let's sign him and then let's go get another guy. Like if we're just gonna blow through the luxury tax, let's just do it. Like because they could add another piece of depth too, I believe.
Andy, you've seen Spencer the most time live, I'm guessing, out of this bunch here. What are your thoughts on Spencer and how the Nuggets should handle his contract right now?
I'm with Nick in terms of get him signed. I think that Spencer Jones has been a complete revelation. He's a glue guy that is in the tradition of non-stat sheet essentials for teams that want to win a championship. He's not like there's no real good comps per se for him. He's not like Marcus Smart or anything like that. But he's like a defensive freak show with a brain who will dive on the ball if there's 10 guys diving for it. And you kind of can't teach that. Everything else he seems to be working on, like Gordon style. Like, a few years ago, Gordon was a 30% three-point shooter. He's much better than that now. I could see something similar with Spencer, and he's starting at a higher level in that skill. So between defense and perimeter shooting and just being the type of guy you want in your organization, the math of this is going to be really interesting, and sort of brings up a bigger topic, because I think we all need to buckle up. I feel like we all know each other reasonably well, and we all would love for them to sign Watson and Jones and all these guys. And when you sign the Christian Brown contract, and I'm not necessarily regretting that or anything, I'm not trying to make that point. I'm just saying, as a math problem, it instantly became almost impossible to retain Peyton Watson. And so based on his performance now, if he was sort of still middling and they're like, no, he's going to pop next year, great. But he popped this year. And we all saw it before our eyes. It's just like he matured instantaneously. So I think, obviously, if there's a way to keep Peyton Watson that involves getting rid of a Spencer Jones and Zeke Naji and all these guys, I'd rather keep a Spencer Jones on a cheaper amount of money and expect the other players we're paying a lot of money to step up to their contracts and fulfill them. And, I think you can feel the tractor beam of Los Angeles Lakers basketball on Peyton Watson's person, and it's not going away. So we can
sports tentacles are just like
local media in any market, including ours. We all want our guys to be on Nuggets forever that we give a rip about. He's right up there. He has fulfilled his promise. How we're going to keep him on the team, it would be an act of magic. I'd be so impressed by Tenzer and Wallace and that whole crew if they can figure out, okay, get rid of Zeke, do this, or Zeke gets talked about this all the time. If Zeke's, we're going to pay him at power forward and he's going to get 10 minutes, great. But like whatever the plan needs to be, Spencer Jones needs to be a part of it.
Yeah, and James, the Nuggets did their best so far to keep Spencer as poor as they can for as long as they can. Because the Kronkis only have like $21 billion. It's really difficult for them to like cross a couple of million to go over the tax line. It would be devastating for them for sure. But,
they don't get the large Coke when they go through the drive-through at McDonald's. They don't have that kind of money.
You don't become worth $20 billion getting.
Check this idea out. Because they are so close to the tax line, and they're going to be grossly over the tax line next year when new Aaron Gordon's contract kicks in. They're gonna be, because Aaron Gordon is gonna have 10 million more next season than this season. Yes, they're gonna ditch probably Jonas Valanciunas. They're probably gonna think about what they're gonna do with Peyton Watson, stuff like that. But what if they would sign Spencer to like a 3-year deal, but it's front loaded, like give him $4 million this year, 3.5 next year, and $3 million in the last one. So maybe the impact of his contract is not as high on the salary sheet, but you still keep a really, really guy who you have a lot of confidence in for long term at a very reasonable price, I would say.
I think that makes a ton of sense for the Nuggets. I'm not sure that makes sense for Spencer. Like, I hate to be the guy to bring this up, but this is definitely what is happening right now. Is Spencer Jones is figuring out his own value. He could sit out the rest of the season or just play with the gold, and then next year, realistically, what could he make? Like just let's go around the table here. Is he a starter for most NBA teams? Some. Is he like a 6th or 7th man, 8th man? Probably yes, for almost all.
Perfect.
At worst.
So when we start talking about those numbers, a 6, 7, 8th man, let's call him a 7th man. He's worth $8 million a year. We can't come close to half of that.
$8 million. Where's that? Have I heard that number?
Exactly.
Oh,
let's see. Let's
Right
see
idea, wrong player.
Yeah, let's see where our draft pick ends up this year, because maybe that's the thing that we can finally get off seat with. But so I think from Spencer Jones's perspective, man, I want him to be our guy. But if I'm him, am I giving up that type of money? We've all been to his LinkedIn. We know he's a smart guy. We know he's career minded. So I'm not sure this is like such a home run done deal as everyone thinks. And I kind of don't blame him.
Yeah, let me say it another way. I think they've got to keep one of them.
Yes.
Somehow, right? Like you can't lose both Spencer Jones and Peyton Watson, and then go into next offseason probably also losing Tim Hardaway Jr. and Valanciunas, right? I mean, let's just say say things go well. This could be off of a championship, and you're gonna gut the team like that. I don't know. That doesn't seem like a viable option or plan.
Do you know what I think is the most likely plan? And I didn't think of this myself, but I think Cam Johnson is going to be on the trade block. And I think he's the one that gets left out of this. And I think his number does not make up the difference from what Peyton will be making. But it does for sure make sure we can keep Spencer and pay a portion of Peyton. And then if you make moves like letting JV go and some of those other things, then it becomes plausible. So
that's really close. What's Cam at? Like 20, 21, 22?
I think he's at 23. Actually, I got it pulled up. Cam Johnson, 21, 23 next year.
How much is Watson possibly going to get, though? Like,
he's going to get like $80 million.
Yeah,
he's going to get 30.
Like 4 years, $80 million.
Yeah.
4 years? No, way more than that. Way more than that.
100? 5 years, $100 million?
No, more than that. He's going to get close to 30 a year.
Well, he's probably going to get at least what Christian got, which was 25. 5 years, 25.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's a smart move, but I'm saying that is like, and being a restricted free agent, teams with maybe less than completely realistic intent will throw a number at him. The Lakers will throw a number at him. And then we have to match that if that's what they do.
Yeah, it's, to be completely fair, it's something that hasn't happened in several years now.
Very
for
true.
Somebody to throw a lot of money into restricted free agent. The restricted free agency almost disappeared in this newest CBA, but we have to wait and see what's going to happen. I just have the final thought about Spencer Jones. and it's a dark one. Spencer Jones is a Stanford graduate. He's been 5 years there. He's probably smarter than anybody on Nuggets front office. So I'm kind of getting
Fair point.
The man's
nervous
only
about
social
it.
media is LinkedIn. Who is this
Hey.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, now that we're you would have thought that now that we're AHT after Hunter Tyson, the IQ quotient would have gone down. But no. The Spencer Jones brain had that much more area to work with.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, Spencer Jones, like founding member of the Plantiga app or whatever, that's like an AI movement sensor intelligence app or something
he's
like
probably
that.
got,
where he,
like-
puts like sensors in his shoes, and then they like map how the foot actually works so that AI computers can mimic human movement.
He probably has like
Anyway.
$250 million in seed investments in Silicon Valley or something right now, and he's just
Yeah.
in the NBA for fun.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
To your point, he's real quick, James. I'm sorry, Biro. It's your show. Obviously, we're just running amok.
No, just go.
No, I just wanted to say that like he's completely raising his value. There's such great buzz about him. He's a $10 million a year player. He's gonna be great wherever he goes. He'll be additive to any basketball team. If we aren't smart enough to keep him, all we should do is keep as many people as possible and let the chips fall where they may.
Okay, let's take our last break, and after that, we are gonna have some fun. We're gonna play some trivia games, so don't go anywhere. So, unlike the first 3 segments, this one is gonna be a fun one. So
Finally.
here we go. It's
Oh,
All-Star. It's the week of celebration of something. I'm not sure what, but yeah, I made a couple of All-Star themed trivia games for you guys, and the first one is closest to the pin, so there's really it really doesn't matter who starts first, but we're gonna do it anyway by the alphabetical order by first name. So it's gonna be Andy, and then James, and then Nick. And the name of the first game is
I'm
the
AI Nick, by the way, but
AI Nick, the All-Star
that.
game trivia game. So game 1 is Nikola Jokic All-Star game stats. Cumulative All-Star game stats. So I have 6 questions for you, and you're all gonna try to guess the exact number I'm asking you for. Whoever is closest to the pin is gonna get a point. By the way, you can choose the same answer as somebody else. And in case you are both right, you will both get the point, the little point in this game. So here's
way,
the first question.
for all
sorry.
you degenerates that just whipped up a prediction market on this, do not bet on me. I'm horrible at trivia.
Yeah, well, I think Giannis Antetokounmpo already told them not to. So, Andy, the first question for you is, how many total minutes have Nikola Jokic played so far in the All-Star games? I'm going to give you a piece of help. So far, he has played in 8 All-Star games, and he was a starter 6 times. So how many total minutes did he play?
This is the funniest game you've ever created. It's like the least remarkable stats possible.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a complete crapshoot based on logic, because I do remember, like, there's definitely a couple of those years where like he had like 4 points or something like that, like he barely scored. So I'm gonna say in the 8 years, 6 starting, that he has played 95 minutes.
95 minutes for you, James.
106.
106. Nick,
Okay, I'm at 120.
you could say 107, by the way, but you said 120. Maybe next time. Okay.
Why is it? Do you have to be under?
No, it's
I
just
didn't get the rule book.
it's just closest to the pin. It doesn't have to
okay.
be under.
Price is
But
right
it's just
theory.
closest to the
Yeah,
pin.
yeah.
I'm just trying to explain the tactics behind this extremely intelligent game.
Okay, I'll work on my
So
strategy.
Nick
for the
is
next one.
actually right, because the correct answer is 125. Sorry, 125. Let me
Oh,
just show it on the screen.
What did Nick guess?
120.
Great guess.
Yes, he was pretty close there. Okay, now we're going to James. And the question is, what is Nikola Jokic's career 3-point percentage at the All-Star games?
It's a flat 50.
50, okay. You can do 50.1 if you want, just to be more precise.
A dick, some would say.
Just a little note. Yeah, Nick.
It's he's probably only taken a few. I'll say it's like 25%.
25. Andy.
Oh, I'll take 24% because that's less.
24. And this time around, it's James who is the closest one because Nikola Jokić is 40% 3-point shooter at the All-Star game. He is 4 of 10 so far in his All-Star career. Okay, now we go to Nick. And the question is, what is Nikola Jokic's career 2-point percentage at the All-Star games?
It's probably insane. It's so he only takes a few. I'll say 71.5%.
71.5. I like the specific matter. Andy?
This is 2 points?
Yes, 2 points. So just 2-point percentage, not field goal percentage.
Okay. I'm going to say 50%.
50%. James?
I'd say 81.46.
81.46. Okay. And the closest one is going to be, 1 second. Oh, it's 78.3, which means James is the closest to the pin. Well done.
Wow,
78.3%. By the way, I have it written somewhere.
In decimal
I think
points.
he's been 18 of 23 so far in his 8 All-Star games. So
8 games.
A bit more than like 2.5 shots per game from the 2-point line. Okay, now we are
probably
back.
all dunks.
Now we are back with Andy. Andy, the question is, how many total free throw attempts did Nikola Jokić have in his first 8 All-Star games? Not makes, attempts.
16.
Okay. James?
0.
0. Nick?
Yeah, I'm thinking low too. I'll say 2.
Ooh.
2 is exactly on the nose, Nick, which means you're getting 2 points here because you bullseye. Nikola Jokić is actually 0 of 2 from the free throw line in his All-Star career.
Stats are
Not since Wilt.
hilarious.
Not since Wilt.
Not since Wilt.
Okay, last 2 questions. Now we go to James. What is Nikola Jokic's career All-Star game assist to turnover ratio?
Oh, it's bad.
Oof. I'm going to
This is
go
harder than
1.7 to 1.
Okay, 1.7. That's enough. Yeah,
Okay.
1.7. It's just one number. Nick? AI Nick, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Well, as far as you know. I bet.
For a second, I thought it was Al Nick.
I feel like he's probably had a lot of turnovers, just trying to make crazy passes and stuff in these games. I don't.
Good
So let's
take.
say I don't know, yeah, let's say 1.25 to 1.
1.25 will be sufficient to say because 2-1 means you're
Right.
just dividing with 1. So there's no need for the second
We gotta
number.
make sure math is
Andy,
accurate on this.
This is why
we need to introduce some math to the
Yeah.
show. Andy,
This is why I originally thought all the other statistics would be lower, because every time I've watched him in the All-Star game, it's maybe the least or the most disappointing visual representation of his actual skills that it could possibly exist, because he's always just throwing the ball into the stands, to be honest. So I feel like it could be lower than Nick's, but since this is a guessing game, I'm gonna say whatever's slightly higher than Nick can have the lower. But
Nick has
1.5, so it's
one,
between
two,
James and Nick.
okay,
And
1.5.
AI Nick, who has
It could
actually
even-
an entity created by Spencer Jones. Anyway,
It's got to be AI. Obviously, this is AI, Nick, because I got 2 right.
James gets the small point here, but you all are haters because Nikola has 3.4 assist to turnover
Yeah, we
ratio.
Good for him.
34 assists to just 10 turnovers in his All-Star game career. Okay, last question
He needs
for
to
this.
get flinging it around a little more than that then.
Nick, this is your question. How many total offensive rebounds did Nikola Jokić have in his first 8 All-Star games? 6
probably-
of them as a starter.
Offensive rebounds
Offensive rebounds, yes.
only.
Because that takes, some effort.
Yeah. I'll say he averages one a game, so 8.
8, okay. Andy?
It's a great number. Offensive rebounds. I'm going to say 4.
4. James?
Ooh, that's a good guess. I'm gonna go 4.1. Sorry, Andy.
Well, you have to say 5 or 4 because it's not an average; it's a total number.
Oh, total. Okay, yeah, we'll go 5. I'm gonna go 5.
5. Okay. You
Sorry.
haters. The Nick gets the point here because the correct answer is 14.
Oh,
14 total offensive rebounds in 8 games, which is not too shabby. It's not too shabby, considering he's been only playing 8 games, 125 minutes. That's like 15 minutes a pop. So 14 is not that bad. Okay, let me count the points. Nick has 1, 2, 3, 4, and James has 3. So Nick wins the first game, which means he just starts first in the second game.
Oh, good.
That's all he gets here. And the second game, we're going straight to it, is called Number of All-Star Game Appearances for Former and Current Nuggets.
Yeah, just mark it down for 0 for all of them.
Here's the catch, though. I also count the All-Star appearances of those players while they were not playing for the Nuggets.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Okay.
regardless of those appearances being with the Nuggets or not. And so Nick gets the first try. We will do a snake draft.
Antonio McDice.
No, it's actually not going to be a snake draft. It's going to be a regular draft because we have 5 picks each. James will be second and Andy will be the third. 1 second while I'll fill out the...
So we're trying to pick who had the most?
Yes. So,
Okay.
and you will get as many points as that player has had All-Star appearances. I just have to remind you, Nikola Jokić will have another All-Star appearance in 3 minutes, but not on this list. So
Okay.
1 fewer than what he's going to have
So
in
we're
3
going with
minutes.
8. Okay.
And also, I'm only giving you points if you guess a guy who's had at least 2 All-Star appearances. So
That's
no
fair.
one offers 4 points.
Any other
So,
rules?
Nick, what former or current Nugget do you think had the most All-Star appearances on the Nuggets or anywhere else? Only in the NBA, not ABA, by the way.
Melo has to have more.
Melo is number 1 on the list, 10 All-Star appearances. Nobody will get as many points as you did in 1 pick. James.
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, great guess. That's 9 points for you. And now we go to Andy. And Andy is muted.
I apologize. Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson is also a great guess. 9 points for Andy here. So we are back with Nick. You've got the top 3 guys in the first try. Great job.
Okay.
AI Nick.
Wait, shouldn't it go back to me if we're snake drafting?
No, it's not snake drafting because
okay,
we have 5 picks each, so it's not going to be a snake draft.
Copy that.
Nick.
I feel like there's an older guy. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let's go. I can't. I don't know. I don't know the 80s and 70s Nuggets well enough. When does this start? By the way, how far back?
I mean, NBA All-Star probably in the 50s.
It does. Okay.
Probably.
Well, we're not
Yes.
counting like ABA and stuff days though.
No, just not ABA, but NBA.
So
So so it's not only the Nuggets. So it could be somebody who's played in the NBA All-Star game even before the Nuggets became an NBA franchise.
Okay.
theoretically.
All right. I'm just gonna take a flyer and say Adrian Dantley.
Great
Adrian
guess.
Dantley.
I
I
don't
do
know.
not have him on my list,
Okay.
which doesn't mean he's not there.
People forget.
Adrian Dantley had six appearances,
Okay.
but he did not play for the Denver Nuggets.
He didn't.
Coached but not played.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Shows
Not the
mine.
Nugget. This is why I had to check just to be sure because I cannot have all the former Nuggets in my head. So sorry.
Why did I think? Yeah. Was he just in the front office or something? I thought he was a former player. That's weird.
Possible, but not
embarrassing.
on the Nuggets.
Okay.
Okay.
I get a fat 0 for that.
Yeah. James
Mutombo.
Mutombo, 8 appearances, so that was the best available guess. Andy.
I'm gonna go with Alex English.
Alex English, also 8. 8 points for you, Andy. We are
That
back
was
with Nick.
That was the one I was going back and forth with Adrian Dantley. Probably should have picked the one that was actually on the Nuggets.
We still have one more guy with 8, and then all the other ones
Okay,
will have considerably less.
I'll go with Chauncey.
Chauncey is a good guess. He has 5 All-Star appearances. I think only one of them with the Nuggets, if I remember correctly. James.
Let's go Paul Millsap.
Paul Millsap is a great guess. He has 4, all 4 with Atlanta Hawks before he came to the Nuggets. Andy.
I don't know what his cutoff years are with the ABA. I know some other ones that have definitely had All-Stars, but I think maybe he didn't have enough in the NBA, but I'm going to say Dan Issel.
Dan Issel has 4.
Okay.
Great guess. We forgot one really obvious one
Oh, I've got one.
with a lot All-Star appearances.
I can.
AI Nick. Can you read the title of the game once more out loud?
Number of All-Star game appearances for former and current Nuggets, not necessarily while playing for the Nuggets.
Yes.
Yeah, so some old guy who came to the team or something, or a guy they had early who left.
Or not. Number of All-Star game appearances for former and current Nuggets.
What?
Oh, you're the worst.
I don't know. You're throwing me off. So I'm just gonna throw something else out. I think. How about Kiki Vanderway?
Kiki is a great guess. He has 2 All-Star appearances. 2 points for
only
you.
2.
James.
I'm gonna Nick Jokic, like they called him the other night.
Yes, Nick Jokic is a pretty good guess. 8 appearances. And actually, from like 3 minutes ago, he has 9, but since this game was made before his 9th appearance, you only get 8 points for this. Andy.
I'll take it.
That's hilarious.
My next one, I'm going to go with David Thompson.
David Thompson, 4 points for you for All-Star appearances. Last pick, Nick. Last round of picks.
Man, who else? I think some guys that went at least once. I think. Nick Van Exel, did he have more than 2?
That is an excellent question. Let me check that.
It's 2 or 3, I think.
Nick Van Exel had only 1. So no cigar there. I only give points for 2 or more.
Fine.
James?
I'm torn. I got a bunch left, but I'm not sure who had the most. I'm going to say Richard Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson. That's a nice one. I don't have him on my list. Richard Jefferson.
5.
No, he's got like
Yes.
2, right?
Maybe it's less.
Maybe 1.
No, I'm
the
afraid
Knicks.
Richard Jefferson has not been an All-Star.
Oh, really?
No way.
because
Wow.
his name is not appearing on the list of all players ever to
What
play.
about
at-
DeAndre? Probably had a couple, didn't he?
Yeah. Hey, Andy
Hey,
still
we're
has to
still
go, right?
playing the game.
Oh, sorry. I thought it had broken down.
Yeah, sorry, Andy. Last pick.
So this is the last pick fully?
Yes, complete last pick.
Oh, man. Okay. I don't know that this
I don't
is-
think you can win it, but yeah. you can try.
Okay. I mean, I think I know at least 3 more who have been All-Stars,
Okay.
but I'm not sure about the quantity both in and out of Nuggets. I think there's one that's obvious that we should do, and I'll say after, but I'm going to say Kenyon Martin had more than this person.
Huh.
Kenyon Martin
Hmm.
is not on my list
Well,
because
I'm wrong.
he only had one All-Star appearance.
Okay. I was thinking
Just
you had
like-
maybe a couple on
Just
the
like
Nets that I forgot about.
DeAndre Jordan, who only had one, but he was also the first team All NBA in that season. That's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Really?
so James
First
wins
team?
the game. He was first team
All pro,
NBA.
you mean?
Can we yell out who else we think it is?
Yeah, can we yell out?
So the only guy we've missed, and here's the list that I've had, is Bobby
Roy
Jones at
Hibbert?
4. Roy Hibbert at 2. Yeah, that's hilarious.
What?
He's played in like 6 games for the Nuggets when they were trying to reach the salary floor in 2018, I think. And then DeMarcus Cousins with
Bobby
3,
Jones.
Fat Lever.
Was Bobby
Isaiah
Jones
Thomas.
pre-NBA?
Yeah,
No,
Bobby
he-
Jones for NBA All-Stars.
Shout out to chat. They had Boogie.
yeah,
Boogie.
Boogie had 3.
Isaiah
yeah.
Thomas. Yeah.
Yeah, the younger Isaiah
Mhm.
Thomas with an I.
Oh,
yeah,
my
that is
God.
okay. Because since the All-Star game already started, I just wanted to give you a chance if somebody wants to plug something quickly before we go.
The Dig. Yeah, check us out. Miroslav was just on yesterday. We posted a new episode. We recorded Thursday. It's gotten very silly. It's a very silly show.
It was
So,
really funny. It was
it's-
really
it's
funny.
very funny.
I think we are moving away from basketball takes, real basketball takes, and
Yeah.
in moving into the era of esoteric comedy.
We're,
I
we're
really enjoyed it.
devolving into some kind of like satire show or something about like an American and his Eastern European friend. I don't know.
It's getting less about basketball
Miro and me.
more about
Yep.
the universe. Okay, Andy, do you want to plug?
I want
your,
to plug Jamal Murray in the All-Star game. Great job, Jamal. You are truly one of the greatest Nuggets of all time. Thanks for proving it. And if you need any advertising or video help, hit me up. Ad Chief is my advertising agency, ADCHEEF. We just did a wonderful campaign for the Golf Association of Michigan. We've got all sorts of clients. Hit us up at adchief.com, CHEEF for Ad Chief.
Nice, James. We missed you on the All NBA podcast.
But I'm
Do you
getting
want
so
to
much more
share-
sleep now.
It's true. It's true. I actually feel great about you.
Yeah, I want to shout out the chat. Our Pop 43, Keith 29 had some really good comments, and the homie Cedric Exquisite. So just shout those guys out. That's all I want to say.
Thank you so much, guys, for wasting your last hour before the All-Star game with me. And that is all I've prepared for you today, my dear listener. And please, pretty please, with cherry on top, take the word prepared very loosely. Be well, be safe, be kind to everybody. Call your mom. And until next week, remember that my plan is to be Nuggets forever.